Real Madrid versus PSG. Now, I have to say, what a match. Real Madrid 2.5, PSG 2.9, and the draw 3.8. This is a really tricky one because I think Real Madrid, we've sort of said that they've sort of had one eye off La Liga, one eye in the Champions League. You know, on a good day they can win this. On a bad day they'll lose. Recently drew to 17th place Levante, lost to Leganes. They were hosting Leganes. Stuart, are you playing the outrights on this one?
I'm really, really tempted, but not for Real Madrid, I have to say.
Yeah. What about you, Alex? Do you think Real Madrid at home, they have to win this one before they head to PSG?
I think that now we will see exactly the value of these two sides, also PSG, also Real Madrid. I think that for PSG, playing in the French league is a little bit problematic because, yes, they played in the group stage wonderful. They smashed the competition. They qualified from the first place. When they didn't need points in the last match against Bayern Munich, they lost the match, but still qualified from the first place. I think that both teams are really, really motivated, with a little plus for Real Madrid, the more experienced side there, the team to win back-to-back, the only team to win back-to-back Champions League titles, having the only player to score in all the 6 group stage fixtures. It's really the most anticipated match, the heavyweight showdown here. I think that it will be a really good, thrilling encounter here. But I think that we should pass the winner's market. I don't know what to say. Sometimes I lean towards PSG, sometimes towards Real Madrid. It's a really tough decision to make who will win this game.
Yeah. Well, we do have here IRKC. From time to time, there are gifts out there in sports betting. PSG is one of those this week. So clearly, he's onto something. Martin, are you able to draw a divide here? Are you able to tell us which team you think will win, or do you sort of agree with Alex?
I'm sorry to IRKC there. I like Real Madrid for this one. I don't understand all the anti-Real Madrid sentiment that's been going around. I know they're struggling in the in La Liga, but in the Champions League, they're the defending champions. They've won it 2 years in a row. They've got the big game experience. Ronaldo's been on fire in the Champions League, banging in the goals. Way. They often take a little while to get started. They were pretty poor in group stage when they won it last time around. On the day, I think a midfield of Casemiro, Toni Kroos and Luka Modric can take on anyone in the world. If Ronaldo's on song and he gets the right service, he'll be banging in the goals. I think Real Madrid can surprise a few people here. They're not champions of Europe for nothing. They should have strengthened in the summer. They should have bought new players and they would be having a better season now. But they've still got the exact same team that won this competition last year. Like Alex says, they face far sterner opposition on a weekly basis than PSG. PSG could take things a bit for granted playing in the French league. So, I think we're going to see a good open game, lots of goals. But I think Real Madrid can take this one.
Yeah, you would think so on paper, Natalie, wouldn't you? Yeah.
And Natalie, sorry, but yes, also Martin is totally 100% right. Also, Dale of says one smart thing. Real Madrid are the ultimate Champions League team. They get up for this type of games. So in this type of games, you see the real value of a team. And if you remember, I don't know if it's about luck or how good they are, or the luck is with the better side. Let's remember how many goals they are scoring in the end of the games to secure going further or to secure a win. I think that they will focus 125%, not 110% on this kind of most important matches, and this is the first leg, and it will be an advantage for PSG playing the second leg on their turf. So I think that Real Madrid should really come in this match to win the match.
Yeah. Well, listen, PSG to qualify 1.73, Real Madrid 2.2. Who would you put your money on, Stu, to qualify, or is it a coin toss at this point?
I think it's a coin toss. I think we've got a situation here. You've got a Real Madrid side that is on the slide, but they've still got some fantastic players, and they can put out an 11 to trouble most sides in the world on any given day. And when that goes right, they're very, very difficult to beat. But often this season it's gone wrong, and I think perhaps Zidane is a bit guilty of tinkering and trying to play with things. You know, he's played Isco deeper than you'd expect him to play when he's played. Modric has been peripheral in a lot of the games that I've seen him this season. And Modric, one of my favourite players in world football right now. Casemiro hasn't been playing in some of the games you expected him to, and he's the kind of guy that gives balance to that team. So I think if I think this comes down to team selection. If Zidane messes up, he's going to get bitten badly. But if he gets everything right and everybody plays the way they should, then Real Madrid should win this one and they should qualify. In which case, perhaps 2.2 is worth some value. It's a tough one.
It's a very, very tough one. Just going over to the comments section, we've got Jorge says, Real have the experience for these competitions. PSG is too green for these situations. Delo for over 3.5 goals. And I also like both teams to score in both halves. And Madrid and the over 2.5 goals, 3.1 for me. Backerman says Neymar to score any moment at 1.95. Ad hoc, heights ad hoc there. Ronaldo seems to be back, in my opinion. Jorge again saying Real Madrid 3-2. So over to Team Bankroll now. Martin, what is your play for Real Madrid versus PSG?
I am going to go for Cristiano Ronaldo to score at any time, 2.38. Fantastic odds on the top scorer in the Champions League so far. I was going to go for Real Madrid, 2.5, but just based on the conversations we've all been having, I'll go a little bit more cautious. Real Madrid, draw no bet, 1.85.
Yeah, very good odds there as well. I agree with you to be that bit more cautious. Alex, what are you going for?
I'm going with both teams to score, and the over 2.5 is 1.67. Yes, it's under 1.7, but I think it's a sure bet from my point of view. We cannot miss it here. Both teams to score in the over 2.5. But I really love Ronaldo to score at any time at 2.38. You said, Martin?
Yeah.
I found the 2.25, but 2.38 is even better. And I have a really, really crazy one in this one. Neymar to score over 1.5 goals at 6.5.
All right.
Well, Real Madrid are trying to sign him, aren't they?
And the over 2.5 goals. And then also high to Slipknot.
I think that this is why he will appear in this one. Real Madrid wants to buy him. He will show to Real Madrid what he's capable of. And if he does a really good two legs, I think that is a sure signing for Real Madrid. I don't know if they will pay the money necessary, because now they have to pay like 300 millions or something like that. But I think that Neymar should do a big damage to Real Madrid's shaky defense this season. Over 1.5 goals for Neymar at 6.5. It's great odds. Okay, small stake on that.
Wow. All right. And over to you, Stu. Real Madrid versus PSG. What is your bet?
Well, first of all, I don't think Neymar actually has a release clause in his contract. So I don't know how much money it would cost and how much you'd have to put down before people in Qatar would be interested, because that is a rich area. But for me, I think this is going to be quite a tight game. I'm not even sure we're going to see a huge amount of goals. I think we'll see Real Madrid try and keep things tight, try and play the way they did against Juventus last season in the final. But there's one thing that really breaks tactics, and that's pace. And Paris Saint-Germain have that. They've got Mbappe, they've got Neymar, and I think Paris Saint-Germain are going to cause an upset here. 2.85 with Pinnacle Sports for a Paris Saint-Germain win.
Okay, all right. Well, I know we're reading the comments there. Backerman is with you as well. I have to say it is a pass for me. Sorry to end on a low, but I do like both teams to score in the over 2.5 goals. I just think that's a little bit low for me, 1.67.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.